What's good? What's good, y'all? So today, as you can probably tell by the title, I am going to be telling you guys a story of the time that my crush bust my head open. Y'all read that correctly. My crush bust my head open. Okay, I hope y'all enjoy this story. Hope it makes y'all laugh. It's not funny, but it kind of is funny. Basically, my crush tried to kill me, so let's get into it. Okay, I had a crush on this boy named Kayvon. I used to think Kayvon was just like I used to think Kayvon was just so fun. I used to think he was so cute. He was a little light-skinned, bald-headed, tall, slim, third grader. I didn't tell Kayvon that I liked him, but he kind of like peeped it, because in the third grade, like, I'm not gonna say I was desperate, but like, if I liked you, I just showed I liked you. Like, I was pressed. Me and Kayvon, like, we would play around, you know, a little hit there, a little hit there, you know, a little punch here, a little punch there, a little shove. But this day at recess was just a whole nother story. Everybody was just outside for recess, and my elementary school, when I was in the third grade, it was just huge. Like, the back of the school, it had like a soccer field, like 2 playgrounds, a basketball court with like 6 courts, and it was huge back there. Of course, we had teachers looking after us and stuff, but a teacher didn't see this happen to me. Okay, so I'm playing around with my girls, you know, we're at recess playing tag or whatever. Mind you, there's this huge hill that goes down to the soccer field. This hill was just like really steep, if you know what I'm talking about. Like one of them hills that you gotta run up that joint, high knees, all that. So we were at recess, yada yada yada. I'm playing with my girls, you know. Then, you know, I see Kayvon, you know, I'm peeping. I'm like, babe, this looks so fun. Let me strut on over there, see if Kayvon see me. So I go over to, like, there's this tree that's like at the bottom of that hill that I was telling y'all about, like that steep hill. There's a tree at the bottom of it. So I'm on one side of the tree, and Kayvon and his friends are on the other side of the tree. You know, one of them movie scenes where like you're on one side of the tree and your boo is on the other side of the tree. I really thought he was like my boyfriend. We were on different sides of the tree, and Kayvon thought it would be, you know, cute to just like pick up a small little pebble, a tiny pebble this small, and he decides to like toss it at me. So like he threw it, and you know, he gets laughing like just laughing. I'm like,
they so cute, like, you trying to get my attention, throwing rocks and whatever, like.
So me being me, thinking that he was doing that to be cute, I picked up a tiny pebble, and it was literally tiny. I picked it up, and I was just like, I'm throwing a rock back, like, thinking, you know, we just playing this cute little rock game. That was like the biggest mistake I've ever made in my entire life. Let me tell you why that was a mistake. So, you know me, since I'm thinking we're just throwing small rocks, right? We're just gonna keep throwing small rocks at each other and being the cute little couple that we are, I turn my head for 1 second, try to look for another little tiny pebble, not realizing that Kayvon was looking for the biggest rock that he could hold in his hands and possibly toss at me. So I find my little pebble that I'm about to throw next, and I turn around, I'm like, and Kayvon has this huge, like a boulder, like, I lie to you not, I cannot make this up, a boulder in his hand, running to try to throw it at me. So like I said, I'm at the bottom of this steep hill that I now have to run up like a track star to make it away from this big boulder that's about to be thrown at my dome piece. Oh no. So I see him, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go. I gotta boop, I gotta run to get away. Like, I gotta run and save my life right now. So I'm literally like trying to book it up this hill. And, you know, little 8-year-old me, I'm getting tired running up this hill. So like I start to slow down. I'm like, and lo and behold, Kayvon goes whoosh, throws the boulder, and it lands boop right on my dome piece. And I'm just like, I was in shock. Like I literally got hit in the head with a huge rock, full force. Like the rock got thrown at me, it went pew, pew, right on my head. So you know as I get hit and I'm trying to run, I go whoop, and I just like fall on the hill. And my friends are like, oh my God, Zion. And they're like running up the hill trying to get to me. And I'm like trying to build my strength back up because I just got hit with a boulder in my head. Yeah. So I'm like trying to get up and my friends finally get to me and they're like, oh my God. And I'm just like, what is it? They're like, Zion, oh my God, your head's bleeding. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, what? My head's bleeding. Oh my God. I finally touch my head and I see like blood. Like I'm lying to you not. My head was gushing blood and like it was just blood all over my hand. And I was just like, oh my God. Like I was just speechless. I was just like, are you kidding? Was it that serious? You could have just told me that you don't like me. All you could have said. You didn't have to try to take me out the game. You didn't have to try to, kill me with a freaking boulder. Kayvon. So, as I realized, oh my God, my head's bleeding. I finally get up and I find one of the recess monitors. I found one of them and she was just like, oh my God, your head's bleeding. You have to go to the nurse. Now that I realize that school nurses really didn't do their job, I didn't need to go to no nurse, honey. I needed to go to the emergency room. My head is bust open. This is not just some scratch that I can put a band-aid on. This is open like my head. And it's my head. Anyway, so the recess monitor, she takes me to the nurse and the nurse is like, oh my gosh, what happened? I continue to tell her that Kayvon had threw the rock at my head. And she's like, oh, he threw like a little rock. He threw a rock at your head. I'm like, miss, no. He threw a big rock. A big rock at my head. And she's just like, oh my God, let's get you an ice pack. Pause the story right here. In my school, an ice pack was a sponge filled with water put into a sandwich bag and then put in the freezer to freeze. That was an ice pack. She gave me one of those wrapped in a paper towel to put on my bleeding head. Why would you think that an ice pack like that would help my head, or an ice pack at all at this point? Because my head is still bleeding. So come on, sis. So I finally go to the office and I continue to tell, I think the principal or somebody, I tell somebody in the main office that Kayvon had thrown the rock at my head, whatever. And she's like, oh, since you threw a rock too, you have to go in detention. Excuse me? No. No, that doesn't add up, sweetheart. She calls my mom and she tells my mom like, oh yeah, your daughter, she has had an incident where she got a rock thrown at her head, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. She's just basically telling her the story. They finally call Kayvon into the office and he did not get the punishment that he deserved for almost killing me. This boy only got detention for, I think, the rest of the week or something like that. He should have got suspended or expelled. Like, you threw a boulder at my head. Are you kidding? I'm in detention or whatever, and I'm just sitting there with my little sponge on my head, and my head's still bleeding at this point. My mom finally comes, and she picks me up, and she's just, like, wondering why I got detention and stuff if my head was busted open. Moral of the story is, if you don't like someone back, don't throw a rock at their head. Don't try to take them out the game. Don't try to kill them. Just tell them that you do not like them. Don't try to play some little cute. Do not try to play a little game where you throwing pebbles and then all of a sudden you want to switch the rules up, skirt, 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 and throw a boulder. Don't do that. Don't do it. I feel like he should have been charged with attempted murder because look, your girl could have been out the game. But if that would have hit me somewhere like where I would have just been knocked out, like, come on now. Just use your words, baby. Use your words. Tell me, Zion, I don't like you. Just do that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope it made you laugh. I hope you learned that throwing rocks is not okay. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and keep the rocks on the ground because that's where they belong. They don't belong on people's heads. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. If you want more story times, let me know because I have plenty of them. Follow me on all my social medias down below. I'll see you guys in my next video.